Selling a home can be stressful. It absolutely can. I've been doing this for 17 years and I've sold six homes over those 17 years. And even as an agent, it can be stressful. I totally understand. So if you're a seller who's wondering about selling your Enid, Oklahoma home, and you're wondering what are those steps in selling my Enid, Oklahoma home, as a refresher, as a guide to lower your stress, knowing the more you know, the less risky something is. This video is exactly what what you clicked on. That's what I'm going to go over on this video. So let's go ahead and get started right away because I know your time is very important. First thing in selling your home is calling the team of agents that I work with, the eXp Realty and I. Give us a call. We want to discuss your goals of the sale because without knowing the goals of the sale, knowing your timelines, knowing why you're selling, everything else is just steps and processes. But knowing in more detail what your timeline is. Do you want to sell in August? Do you want to sell coming up in May? Knowing your timeline, knowing what's the motivation for the sale, knowing why it's being sold, those personal touches is really going to help the team of agents at eXp Realty and I help you in the sale of your home. So you've got to give us a call. Contact info down below in the description. That way we can go over it. We want to know things on that call also, not only the motivation for the sale, the timeline for the sale, but we also want to know things like, have you done any major updates to the home in the last 3 years? Those could add value. Those could add a higher probability of a sell. If it's just maintenance items, like I replaced a roof because it needed a new roof, great. New roofs are great. They definitely help homes sell faster than others, but do they increase values? People expect roofs. People expect roofs. Did you get a class 4 roof? That's going to help your home sell faster. It absolutely will. It'll help the buyer save money on their insurance. That's something to use in the advertisements, something to use when discussing with other agents. But is it going to increase the value? Not. No appraiser is going to actually put value on a roof because a roof is something that's required. Is the heat and air updated? That's going to help the home sell faster. That's going to create a more value to the consumer. If you've got new heat and air and a new roof, that's going to help the home sell faster. It absolutely will. Will it get you a bunch of more money, market value? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Did the crazy appreciation that we saw over the last 2 years at the time of this video, did that increase your value? Oh, yeah. Yeah. The high demand for housing in Oklahoma and Enid, Oklahoma definitely increased the value for you in that aspect. But we need to know things that will help us with the sale of the home. Did you just recently remodel a kitchen or recently remodel a bathroom? We need to know that when we're looking at comparables and comparing them. That way we know where on the market value range your home is most likely to sell at. If you've done new roof, new heat and air, you've remodeled the kitchen, the market value range is definitely gone up. It has gone up. But can you beat the range? Can you beat the range of the market? If the buyers use financing, which 67% of all buyers use financing, we've still got to be within that range. You can get more value, but beating the market is what I'm talking about right now. You're not necessarily going to beat the market. You'll get more value, but not beat the market when it comes to doing maintenance items. Remodeled kitchens, a shop, a pool, all those things add value. They definitely add value, and you'll get more for your home. You definitely will within the range. Does that make sense? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Step number 2, after we call and discuss the home and go over what all you've done to the home, why you've been living there, we're going to declutter and clean twice. We're going to nail down the price, look at the comparables together, compare the houses that you're going to be in direct competition with, nail down that price and get the photo shoot done. Now, if you're selling your home as is, you don't want to declutter and clean twice. If you're just looking for an as is cash sale, quick, I want out the door, we can help you price it that way. We absolutely can. We know what the market's saying. But if you want to get top dollar, you want to get the most you can out of this house to invest in the new home, declutter and cleaning twice, not just once, twice, is going to help. You're getting ready to move, box everything up you haven't touched in 30 days, get it in storage, okay? Then run the cleaner through, box it up again, run the cleaner through, and then we'll set the price, we'll schedule the photo shoot, and that'll take us to number 3. We bring the property live. We bring the property live and start showings. Don't be there during the showing. As a seller, as a Enid, Oklahoma home seller, don't be there during the showing. Go to the movies, go to the bowling alley, go to the golf course, go to the park. Don't be there during showings. Let the buyers see the home. Their agent will be present, or if they called us directly, one of the agents at EXP Realty or I will be there during the showing. We'll be showing them. We'll be the best showing agents out of everybody. I guarantee that. We're there to sell your home. But when they're there looking at the house with their agents, just let them look at it. Okay. Go to the park, go grab some Mickey D's if you want. But don't be there. That's the key. So we bring the property live, we start showings. You'll be aware when people are going to show the house. Don't worry. No one's going to show up uninspected. And if they did, tell them to get off the property. They're trespassing. They've got to give us a call before every showing. Okay. You will know when there's going to be a showing. Any questions on that? Comment down below. No questions? Okay. Item number 4, we start taking offers. We review and find the one that's best for you, best for your situation, whether that's a certain timeline, whether that's a certain dollar amount. There's lots of variables in each offer. Okay. So we're going to look at which one is best for you so that when you accept that offer, we're setting ourselves up for the best possible closing that will work with you, your timeline, and your situation. Okay, step number 4, pretty straightforward. Review and accept the best offer. Step number 5, once that offer is accepted, then we start going through the steps in the offer. We start going through the buyer inspections. We start going through the buyer appraisal. We start going through the insurance company looking at the house, the title company looking at the property. As a seller, you do a lot of nothing the first 10 to 15 days while the process is going through. It's mainly on the buyer side. Title opens up title, verifies there's no clouds on title, et cetera, et cetera. So during the first 15 to 20 days, it's pretty low key as a seller. You're just kind of waiting around. I wouldn't necessarily start packing yet. You've already decluttered and cleaned twice, so you've already packed a lot already. But I wouldn't necessarily start packing yet because we've got to get through the next step, and that's agreeing, if any, on any repairs. So if the buyer does the inspections and the appraiser does the appraisal, okay, there may be appraisal conditions, or there may be items that the buyer wants repaired to move forward with the contract. So before we negotiate any appraisal conditions, before we negotiate any repairs, it may be something that the buyer and seller can't come to agreement on, or it may be something like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Let's get it done right away. That after you finish negotiating any needed repairs, and after you finish negotiating any needed appraisal conditions, and after you make sure there's no big clouds on title, that's when you can really start packing. There's no guarantee, but you're 90% sure that it's going to go through at this stage of the contract. No guarantee. As a home seller, once you negotiate the repairs, once the appraisal is done, you met value as is, no conditions, then you're pretty close to being done. And this is when you can start packing up and planning on moving. Okay. But until it's closed and funded, it's not closed and funded. Okay. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me any question, contact info down in the description below if you have any questions on this step of the process. Number 7, you've done all the repairs. If there were any that were negotiated and the buyer comes and does the repair walkthrough, they come and do the final walkthrough, and you guys are getting ready to go to the next step. So step 7, completing any repairs that are needed for the inspections that may have been negotiated or the appraisal conditions, and then prepping for the final walkthrough. So you've moved everything out of the house. Everything's out of the house. Oklahoma is funding and possession state. Closing, funding, and possession happen at the same time. So you've got to have it all out as an Oklahoma home seller, all the stuff out of the home for that final walkthrough. So you're moving everything out. You've done all the repairs and you've done the broom clean. You've dusted everything, wiped off all the countertops. The house is ready to go. And the final walkthrough usually happens the night before or 1 hour before closing. Okay. And then the next step, the big step, the step you've been waiting on, you close on your new home. You close on your home. You go to closing, you sign your paperwork, you give the buyer the keys, title company gives you a check, bada bing, bada boom, you just sold your home. So in less than 10 minutes, we just went over the 8 simple steps that it takes to sell your home. I'm not blowing smoke up your bottom. It's stressful. It's stressful to sell a home. It absolutely is. But the agents at eXp Realty and I, we're here to help you when it comes time to selling your home or even your land in Enid, Oklahoma. And we'll be more than happy to earn your business and walk you through these 8 simple steps that I just went over with you on this video in less than 10 minutes. If you're a home seller in Enid, Oklahoma, and you enjoyed this video, please share it with other home seller friends that you might have who are thinking about selling your home in Enid, Oklahoma. We would absolutely love to earn their business too. And you don't forget to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so the agents that I work with at eXp Realty and I can help you with all your real estate needs. Thanks so much for enjoying today's channel. Consider subscribing and watching the other videos. It's everything that has to do with living, eating, sleeping, drinking, playing, loving Enid, Oklahoma and Enid, Oklahoma real estate. See you guys on the next video.